everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessi, also known as Miss Cherry, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi guys, I'm so glad that you're back. Today is a little bit of a different video because I'm doing a haul of all things that I got in New York City. I was in New York City for 6 days, and it was right after my best friend Jackie's wedding. I went to Cape Cod, Massachusetts the first and part of the second week of September to be in her wedding, and we took an Amtrak train all the way from Boston down to New York City, which, by the way, was a great form of transportation. I would definitely recommend it. And that took about 3.5 hours to get to New York City. And we were there for 6 amazing days. We did so much. I saw my first Broadway show on Broadway. I've seen other shows that are like traveling Broadway productions. Obviously, we went to the Harry Potter store. We went to the Disney store in Times Square. We also visited a couple of little gift shops. And we also got to go on the NBC tour, where we got to tour the Rockefeller Center, where they shoot the nightly news, they shoot Jimmy Fallon, Kelly Clarkson, my personal favorite, SNL. I was so excited to be able to go into Studio 8H, but we will talk about that when we get to all of the fun things. But I think it's time to get started on this really fun and different haul video. So I probably need to start with what I am wearing. I fell in love with this crop cardigan from a really adorable little gift shop that was kind of near where we were staying in Chelsea. It was called Mure Grand. This is the bag that it came in, and it's so cute. It has the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty, and everything in there was pink and cute and just, oh, chef's kiss. It was so much fun to look in there. If you're looking for like a fun and unique style of souvenir, this is a really good place. I will pop up their Instagram over here, but I just fell in love with this New York taxi style crop chunky sweater, and it has the M&G logo for Mure Grand. It has little taxi cabs and then little New York coffee cups, which they sell on the little carts that are on the edge of the street. And I just think that this is so cute and so themed, and so I paired it with a little yellow headband, and I'm just kind of living for this little New York moment. This was around $80 for this sweater, which was a little bit pricey, but it was my one like New York themed item that I got when I was there, and I loved it. And by New York, I mean not branded to other IPs like Disney, like Harry Potter, which we're gonna show you those in just a second. But the other thing that I got from Mure Grand was a little friendship bracelet. I thought it was really cute. It comes in this like really cute. They did so good at packaging. Like, I loved all their like little attention to details that they did. This says Yapper on it. I just thought that that was so fun and so cute. This is in reference to some, you know, fun social media, YouTube / internet scandals, and I just thought it was so funny, and I just really lived for it. So I thought I would go ahead and get that for me. Let's move on to my first Broadway show. So as you know, I'm a big theater person. I love seeing live productions, and when I found out that we were going to New York City, because the intention for this trip was to go to Chemical Brothers, which is my husband's, one of my husband's favorite DJs, I realized that Jinx Monsoon from RuPaul's Drag Race and also from several other things was going to be Mary Todd Lincoln and in the Oh Mary production, and it was one of those things that I absolutely could not go to. So we got, I believe we were 4th or 5th row. We were very, very close to the stage. Also, my intention with this was I wanted to stage door. I wanted to meet Jinx so badly, and that came true, which was really exciting. So we'll get to that in a moment, but my husband got some wine while we were there, and it came in this little sippy cup, the Oh Mary sippy cup that has some sort of advertisement on the back. What is this? Telecharge.com and the Schubert organization. I don't know what either of those are, but anyway, I just kept his cup because it's reusable. I thought it was really cute. Also kind of loving like the taxi cab style color theme to it. I got this magnet that features Jinx. This is the poster of Oh Mary. I thought it was so cute. I have a little magnet board at work. I thought I could pop this on to remember the show by. And then I had to get the t-shirt. So this is the Oh Mary t-shirt featuring Jinx on the front, and then it says Oh Mary on the back. This t-shirt is very, very oversized though, which is going to be really comfortable and really nice. I like to wear those types of shirts to bed. And then we're going to get to the playbill. I wanted to just show you this. I also got inside the playbill, I do have the confetti that's popped at the end. It was yellow and purple. And so I'm planning on making a little shadow box for this because I want it framed as soon as possible. And you will see why. So we were able to meet 3 different actors. We were able to meet Jen Harris and Martin Landry as well as Jinx. And so they signed the playbill for the show for us. And I also got pictures of Jen and Martin, and then I got pictures with Jinx. And so here is the playbill. Oh, it was so exciting. Jinx is so sweet. She was on vocal rest, which is fairly common for her during this production because my goodness, she screams so much in that show. I don't know how she like even has a voice after playing that character, because she is really using some serious vocal strength during that show. But regardless, she was so kind and so generous, and she made time for every single person that was in line to meet her. And it was just so heartwarming and so sweet. At one point, she actually went out to a vehicle that was parked in the street to go meet the person who was unable to stand at the stage door to make sure that they got time with her and got to spend. And it just speaks so much towards her character, and I was just so excited to be able to meet her. Season 5 of Drag Race is my all-time favorite season. It's like kind of my comfort season. I watch it over and over again, and I was just really excited to be able to meet Jinx. So check that off of the bucket list. That was just a really, really cool experience. Next, we're gonna move on to the NBC Studio Tour. So I got this really cute reusable bag for all of my treasures. Actually, they just gave it to me. It wasn't like I paid for it or anything. It just came with my purchases, which was really sweet. We got to go on the tour. It was about an hour-long tour. It was really interesting learning all about the history and what a huge role NBC played in radio and television. And so it was really neat to see that. We also got to see the waiting space for the Jimmy Fallon show. We got to sit in Studio 8H, which is where they film SNL, which was so exciting because not all of the tours go to that certain studio space. And so that was my number one hope for this tour, was that we actually got to go in to SNL studios. I grew up watching it in the 90s and early 2000s, which I feel like SNL was peak at that time. And so I have such a deep love for that show and appreciation for that show that it was like I was a kid in a candy store. It took every bit of me not to like whip out my camera in that area. They didn't allow any photos, which was like so heartbreaking for me. I wanted to document this for you guys so badly because I know that a lot of you also really enjoy SNL, and I just thought, I was like, gosh, I wish I could just show you what the studio was like and how tiny it is. It was wildly small. We did not expect it to be that tiny, but I was so excited that we got to go to it. So there was tons of different merchandise that they had at the NBC store. There was a lot for Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, Kelly Clarkson. They also had a lot of stuff for The Office. And then a lot of the news anchors that are with NBC have like children's books and different things. So there was quite the variety. And then they, of course, had all of the regular NBC merchandise. But I spent most of my time and money in the SNL section. So this little magnet we were given to place on our shirts when we did the tour. It says the tour at NBC Studios. And so all of our tour group wore these, and these were ours to keep, which is kind of fun because they're very much like an enamel pin style, which is something that I would collect anyway. So that was kind of neat. And then I got 2 stickers because I love a laptop sticker. And I got Live from New York. And then I also got Saturday Night Live, which I thought was really cute. These stickers were $8 a piece. I don't want to talk about it. For those long-term subscribers, you probably know about my patch chair. Well, she's getting an upgrade, my friends. They had patches, which I was so jazzed about. I feel like patches are so like an overlooked piece of merchandise that I genuinely love. So we got this patch, which by the way is the same cost as the sticker, which is insane. This is the Saturday Night Live logo. Now this was the logo from when I was growing up, like in the 90s. This was the logo that they utilized. I love this one. And then they also had the most current one, which is this style, that I thought was really cute too. Now, I'm not 100% sure which one is gonna go on the chair because I'm running out of room. So I thought I would get 2 in the different sizes, and that way I could figure out where to put it and how to like make it fit properly. They also had enamel pins there. So I got this cue card. I thought it was so cute. It says Live from New York. It's Saturday night. And this is the exact handwriting that they utilize on every single cue card. It's, I believe the man's name is Wally, and everyone studies his writing, and that's how they write the cue cards. So they are uniform. So it's almost like his handwriting has become a font for them, which I think is really cool. The other thing I got, which I kind of fell in love with, was the SNL taxi. This is from their intro in their show. My personal favorite, one of my most favorite SNL characters of all time is Stefan. So of course they had a Stefan. This character is played by Bill Hader. He would come on to Weekend Update and he would talk about New York's best nightclubs, and it was hilarious, and he broke character always, and I love this. Also, I recently got sent by my friend who's also a big SNL fan. They told me that Hallmark has come out with a Stefan ornament for this Christmas for the 50th anniversary of SNL, and I will be adding that to my Christmas tree. No question. I got this really lovely, really good quality crew neck that says Live from New York. It's Saturday night. I really, really loved it. It's very soft, but what I love about it, I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but that is a velvet style of printing on there. Oh, it's so soft and lovely. It looks very vintage to me, which I thought was really fun. This guy was $72. Everything in New York is so expensive, you guys. This was one of the things that I really, really, really wanted from the SNL studios. And I wasn't sure if they were going to have it because they only made 1,000 of them, but they had a few left. Like I'm talking like 15 in total left. This is the Joy to the World collectible 50th anniversary of SNL ornament. I very carefully brought this through the airport. Like I was guarding this with my life because it's a glass ornament and it is really thin, and I was so terrified that this was not going to make it. It made it, and it has now been displayed on my TV stand because last night was Saturday Night Live's 51st season premiere, and so we watched it, and so I just put this on our TV stand because I thought it was kind of fun. So here it is. This is a hand painted ornament. It says SNL 50. It has a taxi. Then we've got the stage here. On the side, it says on air. On the back, those are the doors to Studio 8H, which is the studio. And then I want to point out this really cool detail. So this is, it says Saturday Night Live. It's a representative of their boom camera that they actually still utilize today. And we got to see it while we were in the studio. And what was so neat was it had the original logo. And this is the original logo here. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's like got a treble clef as like the S, and it's just a really neat memento that they decided to add because SNL is all about tradition. And then on the bottom, I wanted to show you 747 out of 1,000. Now there were plenty that I could choose from, but I liked 747. I thought that was a cute number. Plus that was how it was getting home, right? So it got to ride on a 747. But anyway, so this guy was $100, which was pretty expensive. I will say the reason that I wanted this so badly is because I do know that everyone that performed on season 50, whether they were a musical guest, special guest, or hosted, got one of these ornaments as a gift sent to them over the holiday season. And so I just thought it was really special, and I wanted to be a part of that because I got to be there right before the 51st season started. So technically it was still season 50 when I got to go and see the studio. So here is my beautiful SNL ornament. Next, we are going to talk about the Harry Potter store. Now, this store was so cool. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you definitely need to go and check it out. It had a Mina Lima section, which is the graphic designers for the Daily Prophet and all of the different things that they have within the series, like the Quibbler and all of the posters for like the wanted posters, those sorts of things. They designed them all, which was very impressive. And the art in that store was wild. So it's like a store within a store. And then they also had like a section where all of the books flew above your head. And then they had like this really beautiful spiral staircase, and on each of like the large posts, it happened to be one of the main characters from the film's wand in like 4-foot like size. It was so cool. It was just so cool. They also gave out these as the bags. This is the Daily Prophet, and it says Dumbledore, daft or dangerous. And it has a lot of really neat details like the national weather, zodiac information. And then on the back, it says Harry Potter, New York. I really fell in love with one of their reusable grocery bags. And so I got it because look how cool this is. This is actually a New York, it's called the New York Ghost. And it was made specifically for the Harry Potter New York store. So it's like their equivalent of the Daily Prophet. And it says, magical disturbances risk wizarding exposure. And then it has a picture of the city, which is really neat. And then there's all this information that you can actually take a look at. So President Serafina Pickery to address fearful American wizarding community. It also has weather. There's some advertisements for No Maj Baseball, which I thought was really cute. Anyway, I just felt that it was very New York and fun. And on the back, it does say the Wizarding World, Harry Potter, New York. So I thought that that was really unique and really fun. So that's going to be my new grocery bag that I take along to the store. I need to remember to do that because I always forget to put reusable grocery bags in my car. We'll start with silly things. So I got this little Harry Potter plastic pin. I thought it was so cute. On it, it says, "You're a wizard, Harry." And I just thought that this would be really cute, like in my cup of pins at work. I got 2 beaded Christmas ornaments. One that says platform 9 3/4. It's made of velvet and little seed beads. I thought this was so beautiful. And there's the back of it. I thought this was like, didn't necessarily have to be just for Christmas because it's just your plain coloration of the platform 9 3/4 sign. Same with this. This is Felix Felicius Potion, and I thought it was really pretty with the sequins. And then there is the back. The only thing about this is, like, for some reason I wanted this to be gold, but I really like how this looks kind of homemade, and so I wanted to add this to my collection. This is the Hogsmeade Station, and it is a little snow globe. How cute is that? And it's got Hagrid and Harry Potter waiting by the Hogwarts Express. I thought that this was so pretty. Will go nicely on my Christmas tree. And I have a lot of really fun Honeydukes things, but I don't have anything Honeydukes that's Christmas. And so I got this miniature snow globe that features Hogsmeade with like snow all around it. It also has little chocolate frogs and Bertie Bott's every flavored beans as well. And I just thought that this was so cute. Next, in their Halloween section, they happen to have this candle holder. That is the Sorting Hat, and I thought this was such a cute little item. It is ceramic. This was another one that I carried on the plane very carefully because I wanted to make it home. But here it is, and then you can place your candle in the back. I just really, really liked this. I've never seen anything like it before, and so I had to add it to my collection. And next we're gonna talk about the Mina Lima section. So I ended up getting a couple of things. I didn't really want to get any large artwork just because it was pretty pricey, and I wanted to be able to get it home in one piece, and as you can tell, my luggage was already becoming very questionably overpacked. So I got this Beauxbatons Academy in the Clouds. I'm sorry, Above the Clouds. This was a $1 postcard, and it was the same as the large print. I really loved this. I have some Beauxbaton specific decorations that I thought that I could frame this next to, and it would just look really lovely together. And then on the back, it's got like the regular postcard, but this was more meant to be a piece of art. Next, I really, really liked this card. Another thing that I think that would be really nice to place into a frame is the art for Gryffindor. I am a Gryffindor. And so this is the Gryffindor crest, and it does have like gold foiling. I'm not sure if that's picking up. I am a big Fantastic Beasts fan, as most of you know, if you've watched the channel before. And I got the Wanted poster for Newt Scamander. Now they, and this is a lenticular. I will say they had most all of the Wanted posters. They had Sirius Black, they had Dumbledore. I can't remember who else they had, but anyway, this is Newt's. And so I have a lot of Fantastic Beasts memorabilia, and so that will be going there. And with that, they also had these mystery postcards that I have not opened yet. And so there are 8 different designs that you can collect, and they do look like a specimen card, I would say, from like a textbook or something along those lines. So I thought that we could open these together. I got 8 of them in total. Cool. Okay, so we got the Bowtruckle sapling. And what's really neat, it has the Newt Scamander symbol at the top. Oh, this is so cool. And then there's the regular postcard on the back. Okay, I'm hoping we can get all of them. Ooh! Oh, this is so pretty. We've got an Akame. Stunning. We've got a moon calf. I don't remember, I don't know if you remember that vlog from when Alex Disnerdy Canadian and Jay and I went to the Fantastic Beasts exhibit in Toronto. But there, I believe, is a very, very funny picture of Alex pretending to be a moon calf. I would highly suggest that. I will link that video above and down below if you're interested in seeing that. Oh my gosh, that was such a fun day. Next, we've got the baby Niffler. Oh, I love that. Okay, that is adorable. Ooh, yes, we've got like Demi-Guys. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that sketch of the Demi-Guys. So I have each of these Fantastic Beasts in like real life form that was created by an artist from Spain. And I thought it would be really cute for them to like hold their little card to like show what they are. So that might be my next, that might be my next display. This is called a Swooping Evil. I'm not super familiar with this, but that is a really cool design. That looks really scary, to be honest. Got a big old dangle. Goodness. We've got the regular Niffler, and it's of course got some coins, which is really fun. Okay, these are so cool. Oh, we've got a Billywig. Another one I'm not super familiar with. There's the Billywig. Got all of them. Oh my gosh, that was so lucky. We seriously got all of them. I have to say the one that I really, really love is the Baby Niffler. The Baby Niffler is the surprise, just so you know. I didn't realize that. I probably should have studied the back a little bit more, but this one was the one that wasn't listed on the back, and it was the listed as the surprise. These are so cool. I'm definitely going to use them in a future display. Next, I got some of these Harry Potter socks. They say Harry Potter New York, and they have all of these emblems. What I love about this is that they included a Niffler as an emblem, and it just made my heart so happy, because sometimes they don't always include the Fantastic Beasts, so I love that they did that. I also ended up getting the crew neck sweatshirt, and this sweatshirt was $55, and it's so pretty. Like, look at the embroidery on it. It says Harry Potter New York, and then it has all of the different symbols. It's got the golden snitch, Harry's scar, a Niffler, and the Deathly Hallows symbol. So cute. This sweater is so thick and it's gonna be so comfortable. They did a really good job. I wanted to show this because I was very concerned about this. Because embroidery, specifically when it is metallic thread, can be a bit scratchy, but they have done such a good job. They included an extra piece of fabric in here to protect your chest, so there's like something between your skin and the thread, and I'm very grateful that they did that, because that was a nice detail that they added to this sweater. And so yeah, this one needs to get washed just because it feels a little bit stiff right now from being folded. And this is a Harry Potter New York exclusive. And then I got 2 wands. So, one of the wands is one of my most favorite beasts, and it is a Thestral. And so here is the little card it comes with. It's a really beautiful little card. I love a Thestral. I think it's one of the most beautiful creatures in the series. And so here it is. Isn't it so gorge? It says, inspired by the black skeletal winged horse that bring pause to many a superstitious witch or wizard, the Thestral wand's design features their haunting likeness wrapped around wood, symbolizing the forbidden forest. Although these creatures are associated with death and misfortune, this design is for those who can see the beauty inside of all of the things. Now, I will say, some of you might be wondering if these are the interactive ones that you can utilize at Universal Studios. The answer is no. These are just for decoration or for cosplay or what have you. So they don't have the connection that you would need, the RFID chip, I believe it is, that you would need to use them inside of the parks. But I had to get that one because it is just so beautiful. I've never seen a Thestral wand before. And then this wand is exclusive to New York. It is the Gryffindor Stairwell, which is so, so cool. So the Gryffindor Stairwell is inspired by the stone gargoyle guarding the entrance to the headmaster's office. This wand features the iconic griffin that many students have nervously faced, waiting for an audience with Professor Dumbledore. This design is for those who are bold, mischievous, and seeking adventure. This wand with the two-tone coloration is so beautiful. It is a New York exclusive, and it was one that I just had to add to my collection. Something I will mention is this griffin that is shown here is actually a statue inside of the store, and it's kind of the main focus of the staircase going downstairs, which is really, really neat. Next, something that I know that you guys are going to be really excited about, it's time for the Disney store. I got so many fun things at the Disney store. I'm going to start with this. Now, as many of you know, I love a Tervis tumbler. The main thing I love about a Tervis tumbler is this thing can go in the dishwasher. Thank you. Thank you, Tervis, for designing it this way. Also, this was on sale. It was basically like if you bought anything there, you could get this for $16, and it was originally $24.99. So it was also on sale, which I love a good sale. So here it is. It says New York. It's got Mickey and Minnie. And then there are all of these fun little emblems. We've got pizza, the Brooklyn Bridge, we've got a taxi, Minnie Mouse as the Statue of Liberty, apples, we've got the New York Public Library. There's just so many cute things on this. I love this tumbler. This is something I'm gonna be utilizing this upcoming week at work to hold my iced tea. And then I also got this really cool New York Disney Store exclusive. This is their Candy Apple Minnie Mouse Munchling. Now, we've got to take her out of this packaging. Let me show you her in the packaging though. It's so cute. But I really love her little print. It looks kind of like a taxi cab. Oh my God, her tag is insane. We're just gonna snip that right off. I'm like that person. We're not gonna play this game. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh, so here she is. She looks so very happy. I love the checkered print and taxi cab style of bow. I think that this is so cute. And then her little sparkly yellow caramel for the caramel or candied apple is just adorable. They did such a good job on this design. I love this. I have a little, I have a couple of little themed items from New York City that I'm going to put on a display shelf because I'm just really in my New York era right now, and I really, really love it there. And by the way, I'm going back very soon. Be on the lookout for a trip announcement video because I've got a lot of exciting things to share with you guys. The next thing I got were two different Disney pins that were exclusive to the New York City store that I want to show you. Here is the first one that I thought was just so very adorable. It's Mickey Mouse crossing a busy street. And what's really fun is little crosswalk sign has a Mickey head and also Mickey Mouse as the walking symbol, which I thought was really cute. This one also kind of encompasses all things New York City. It has Minnie Mouse as the Statue of Liberty, and then there are some little icons on there that represent New York with the skyline and the buildings as well. And then I also really liked this one. This is the New York City Disney pin that features Minnie Mouse as the Statue of Liberty, which they have a very large statue of Minnie as the Statue of Liberty in the front of the store, which was so cute. Everyone was taking pictures with her. It was so cute. And speaking of, I fell in love with these bauble bar earrings. These are the Minnie Mouse as the Statue of Liberty bauble bar earrings for $40. And then I had to also get the matching bauble bar necklace, and it features Minnie Mouse, an apple, a piece of pizza, and a taxi cab, which is kind of hard to see, but it's in there. Little taxi, there we go. Lady Liberty herself. We have Minnie Mouse as the Statue of Liberty. This was so cute. These were flying off the shelves. I feel like almost every single person that visited the store that day got one of these. It's just so iconic and so cute, and I had to have it for my collection, specifically for a little New York shelf that I'm going to be building very soon. But here she is. She has her little scroll and her torch, and I think that she is so adorable. But guys, that is gonna wrap it up. Wow, that was quite a long video. If you were here till the end, put a little taxi cab down in the comments down below. Also, thank you so much for spending so much time with me today. I had so much fun hanging out with you guys, and I can't wait to share so many more fun travels with you coming up so soon. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you guys in the next video. TTFN, bye!